Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have an interesting story to share with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Let's get right into it. It's time to cover the Hello Kitty murder. In 1999, a 14-year-old girl walked into a Hong Kong police station. She had a rather interesting story. She said that the ghost of a woman was haunting her and wanted her to go to the police. Of course, at first the police were like, "Why are you coming to me with a ghost story?" The girl soon explained that the ghost that was haunting her was a woman whose murder and torture she was involved in. There is a lot to go over here, so let's get into it. First, trigger warning. If you do not like gory cases, turn this video off. We have to go back to the beginning. Fan Man Yi is our unfortunate victim, and she had a really horrible life, to say the least. Her parents abandoned her at a very young age, and she grew up in a series of orphanages and girls' homes. By the time she was a teenager, she was already addicted to drugs and she got into sex work and prostitution to be able to afford her addiction. At 23 years old, she started working as a hostess at a nightclub. This is where she met 34-year-old Chan Man Lok as a pimp and drug dealer. He was not the man you wanted to mess with. Some people say that he was in or had connections to the triad Fan stole from Chan when she was desperate for money. In 1997, she took his wallet in search of a punishment for her. He had two of his henchmen kidnap her and bring her back to an apartment. This is where a Fan would endure a month of torture. Any horrible things you can think of? She went through it in this month. One morning, Chan woke up and Fan was dead. Of course, they said it was a drug overdose. Yeah, that makes sense. No, she 100% succumbed to her injury after a month of what these men did to her. So this horrendous human being over here cut up her body and boiled her flesh to get rid of the rotting meat smell and boiled her head. They cooked her flesh on the same stove that they were cooking their meal and stirred it with the same utensils that they were stirring their meal. So after all of this was done, they put her skull inside of this Hello Kitty mermaid stuffed animal. The apartment, weirdly enough, was filled with Hello Kitty memorabilia. That is why this murder was called the Hello Kitty murder.